On April 23rd, 2021, Demon Slayer shook the anime world with their box office hit, The Mugen Train. Ever since we saw the Flame Hashira Rengoku protect all of our boys against Enmu and Akaza, there's been an age-old question: how would this have gone if a different Hashira was on the train? And today we're going to answer the question as to how it would have played out if the god of festivals himself, Tengen Uzui, was sent to that train. Before even boarding the train, we start with the slasher. The beginning stage starts off the same, the investigation, the conversations, all of it. Except he might not have been so kind as to buy all of the vendors' food. But when Tengen locates the Mugen train, he begins to question. But in the middle of his discussions, his sensitive hearing detects the slasher. Tengen gets to the demon before anyone else sees it, yet the slasher already took the boy captive. When the slasher tries to kill the boy, Tengen is able to throw some bombs around them to disorient the demon. Before the smoke settles, he was able to take the boy from the slasher's hand. Hoping the sound Hashira will be distracted while tending to the boy, the slasher starts to run off. Yet, when his body begins to run, his head stays behind. Tengen decapitated the slasher so quickly he didn't even know it happened. Onto the train now, Tengen easily disposes of the first two demons, like Rengoku did. And the trio is impressed, but they don't want to be the Tsugoko of Uzui because of his boastful behavior. When the ticket is stamped, Tengen falls asleep and begins to dream. In his dream, he is living a safe and meaningful life with his wives and all of his brothers. Enmu's minions begin to tie with the Slayers, and this is where we see Tengen's soul. Tengen's is a very colorful and, dare I say, flamboyant setting. When push comes to shove, he has trained his body to instinctually eliminate threats in his many years of shinobi training. Much like Rengoku, he grabs the young girl, trying to destroy his core, but in Tengen's case, he immediately disposes of the girl permanently. When everyone is woken up, it plays out in a very similar way. Inosuke and Tanjiro both deal with the main body, while Tengen, Nezuko, and Zenitsu protect the passengers. Seeing as two of the fastest demon slayers are protecting the passengers, there are no casualties. Enmu is then decapitated, and Tengen meets with Tanjiro, attempting to help him with his breathing. Enter Akaza. This is where it gets interesting. From the start, Akaza dashes at Tanjiro. In defense for Tanjiro, Tengen kicks Akaza away. When offered to become a demon, Tengen doesn't find the life of a demon nearly flashy enough, nor does he want to be a monster the next time his wife see him. So after telling Akaza to screw off essentially, Upper Moon initiates the duel. Akaza activating his compass needle before the battle, he starts off with a heavy advantage, exerting an overwhelming offense against the Sound Hashira. This forces Uzui to go on the defensive from the get-go. Though Upper Moon 3 is the strongest opponent he has faced yet, Tengen is actually able to keep a very solid defense against Akaza. This is primarily because throughout all of Uzui's life, he's been trained to fight and kill humans as well as demons. So the martial arts style of fighting is something Uzui is very familiar with. And the fight continues for a very long time. And for this duration of time, Tengen is just keeping up the defense. Anytime Tengen might get a hit off with his explosive swords, it's a clean cut, but Akaza's speed of regeneration is too much. This makes it so Tengen has to utilize his bombs to an exhausting extent to disorient Akaza and just to get away and reset. Akaza gets used to this strategy and begins to see right through it. Not only does he adapt to this, he also adapts to the ninjutsu style of fighting that Tengen has been using. Akaza begins to land more devastating attacks on Uzui, with broken ribs, internal bleeding, one eye swollen shut, and intense bruising all around the body. The fight seemed lost. Akaza gives Tengen one last chance to become a demon. He has a keen interest in dueling with Tengen for eternity due to the similar hand-to-hand fighting style that they both use. Tengen then begins to smile and tells Akaza that he'd rather die than duel such a boring demon at all, let alone for eternity. Uzui's musical score technique is finally complete. Uzui dashes at Akaza, This doesn't faze the Upper Moon at first, seeing as he's dealt with it dozens of times in this fight alone. But when Akaza attempts to counter Tengen's attacks, he can't throw one punch without getting his arms cut off. Every attack he is throwing out, Uzui parries that attack with an inhuman proficiency. All that Akaza can do at this point is try to keep his neck from getting slashed. This becomes exponentially hard after the musical score technique is in the picture. This is all Akaza is able to focus on, and before we know it, the tables have turned. Tengen is finally on the offensive. Akaza cannot seem to get the upper hand on Tengen, but even so, the regenerative speed Akaza possesses is too great. The fight goes on like this for a while until we eventually see the sunrise. Akaza sees this and grows frightened. While the Upper Moon 3 attempts to retreat, Uzui's speed makes it so he's capable of catching up with him. When Tengen reaches Akaza, he throws a fully powered attack going straight for his neck. Akaza sees this and dodges it, then proceeding to kick Tengen in an attempt to get the Sound Hashira far enough away for him to escape. The kick is so powerful, it disarms Tengen, and it also pushes him almost completely out of reach. Tengen had no time to get his swords, so he had one last shot to get Akaza in the sun. Uzui runs into the forest, catching Akaza only a few yards into the tree. Inosuke and Tanjiro understand that this is their last chance to kill Upper Moon 3. All they have to do is get him out of the forest into the sun. The trees are ruffling with loud explosions left and right. This makes the two of them run even faster, knowing Tengen is in there alone with an Upper Moon demon without any sword. The sun is officially up, and Tanjiro and Inosuke made it to the forest. They make it there just to find Tengen laying on the floor, dislocated arm, broken leg, a broken wrist, and a concerning amount of blood loss. And Akaza, he is nowhere to be found. Though Tengen has a subtle pulse, he is completely unresponsive, and they grab Uzui and rush him to the Butterfly Mansion. It takes him well over 2 months to fully recover, and this does not breed any extreme differences in the Entertainment District arc other than the fact that Tengen would be more informed on the power an Upper Moon is capable of, along with making him a little more cautious. Well, guys, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it or if you didn't enjoy it, type in the comments. Let me know what you thought, what you think might happen in this hypothetical. I really enjoy making these. I have a lot of videos like them on my page, so if you want to see more, go ahead and look at those and give them some love. I'm heading in the direction of moving to some new kind of content. I want to do more skits and things like that. But maybe when the movies come out, I'll release some more stuff because I want to be anime only friendly. So, but when that happens, if you guys like and subscribe and you let me know, I will do that for you. I will do it. No questions asked. All right, you guys have a good day.